Dear Lord, tell me what we hiding for. We gotta push through all these highs and lows. We've been through hell and back, but we survived it all. Through these highs and lows, we just building perseverance through these highs and lows. So many peaks and valleys, they don't stop the show. You're still breathing, you gotta keep living, you know, to the world. This morning I ain't wake up to no dry pillow. Asking why is my eyes filler. I'm steady mourning for my people in these hospitals. Seeing bodies on the stretcher got my heart skipping. They aim at us like parasites with their prescriptions. I wonder if my people really want to see a difference, or where they keep putting trust in these politicians. It's the same old cycle where you know it's vicious. Pedophiles passing laws, plotting on the children. As the world turns, I'm staring at the ceiling, thinking about applying pressure on these heathenistic demons. I done lost a couple partners, had no time to even grieve it. Looking back on the past, Lord, I know you had your reasons. Life or death, nothing separating us but the flesh. No suicide, but I'm waiting for my soul to rest. Highs and lows when I ain't moving, I get so depressed. If I don't get this thing right, then I'm getting left. Speaking truth is the boundaries I overstep. Now my own community view me as a threat. We breaking strongholds, cast down imaginations. We do it for the love, no self-adulation. Obedient to Christ, and see us in the light. They hate to see a evil king walking upright. Highs and lows, so many highs and lows. I don't think you blind, but your eyes is closed. Every time I speak the truth, they think my mind is gone. But if I walk away, then the show goes on and on. All praises. There's unfiltered truth on this canvas. We've been through the highs and lows, now we see right through the madness. He read with the jewel system of a classic. Got the jealous filled up with all this malice. They claim justice, but they scales off balance. I hear the evil when they speak it, but every time we preach it, we reach the upscale all the way down to the deep end, killing off legions, highs and lows. Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another live stream. If you like that track right there, that song is from myself, and you can find it on New Breed Music and Motivation. That's my other YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to New Breed Music and Motivation, go over there and subscribe. I'm going to be dropping a lot of fire tracks. You know, my album is going to be released right there on New Breed Music and Motivation. So make sure y'all check that out. And that song is called Highs and Lows. Man, today's topic is a quite interesting topic. And this is pretty much viewers' requests. I'm telling you, I got numerous emails asking me about celebrities actually faking their death. And, you know, I've been doing a lot of critical thinking about this topic before I decided to actually speak on it. And I'm going to tell you, there's some, I would say there is some grave details that a lot of investigative journalists, true investigative journalists, have unveiled. All right. And there's a lot of information that's fluctuating around about some of these celebrities' deaths. And, you know, I'm going to go into the scriptures. I'm going to weigh everything through the parameters of the Bible. I'm going to also just use astute observations. I'm going to go to some sources. I'm going to let you hear some things coming from their words. And when I say their words, I'm talking about the celebrities who actually passed on or supposedly passed on. But before I go into the topic, man, let me greet you all, the great people. Let's see who all up in the chat. Man, we got Hoover Made Music up in here. We got a Marion Slaughter in the house. The real Derek Jackson's in the house. We got Ace Flow in the house. What's good? Man, we got Big Sky up in here. Gene Caldwell. Yeah. We got King Knight in the house. Man. What's good? As y'all can see, I'm rocking this garment here from a Nigerian seamstress. This was a gift when I visited Vegas. So y'all can see, y'all get a good look at that. Y'all get a good look at that right there. That's royalty right there. Oh yeah. But anyway, that's good stuff right there. I'm gonna put the name of the seamstress because Excuse me, sister, I forgot your name, but I'm gonna get the name of the seamstress. I'm gonna make a phone call, get your name, and put the link in the description box. But yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely comfortable. Somebody said nice look, looks comfortable. Oh yeah, it most definitely is. Man, this topic today, I feel like this is gonna open a lot of eyes. And people are gonna really begin to question everything. In this day and age, we gotta question everything. I'm talking about there's so much illusion that's taking place all over the world that people don't tend to know what to believe nowadays. And the sorcery and magic is completely brainwashing the people to the point where people are just diluted. You know, people are falling victim to delusions. It's like they have really put together all of their wizards, all their witches and warlocks to create this environment of confusion. And I'm beginning to believe that some of these celebrities are not dead at all. I'm beginning to believe that some of them have taken some type of ritual to become immortalized. Now, 2 years ago, I would have never have said that. I would have never have said that because I would have thought 2 years ago that that's conspiracy. But some of the things that I'm about to observe and looking at the scriptures and actually weighing things through the text, I'm really leaning on the side that I can't believe a damn thing that they show on TV. Nothing. I mean, look at the current situation that we're in right now with this quote unquote pandemic. I just want to put something into perspective. There's so many movies that came out about a pandemic right around the time a real pandemic happened. Ladies and gentlemen, it takes years to film a series. It takes years to film a movie. How is it that a lot of these shows and a lot of these movies drop right at the very moment where a pandemic hits? I mean, like, to me, that's just more than a coincidence. It's just more than a coincidence to me. And I'm like, you know, looking at that as someone who likes to critically think and analyze, it has to be more to what's going on than what the general public understands. Now, let me just put this disclaimer out there. For all fans and supporters of these celebrities, for family members of these celebrities, I am no way, shape, or form trying to disrespect or cause any open wounds or wounds that have not healed and open them back up, rather. I'm simply analyzing what the media has been giving us, because the media has lied to us so much to the point that we have to question everything. So I don't mean no disrespect to the millions of fans who support Kobe Bryant or Chadwick Boseman, because those are the two celebrities I'm about to really hone in and focus on. Although it's a lot more going on than just those celebrities. But I'm going to focus on Chadwick Boseman and Kobe Bryant. All right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, let's start with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant has a Nike commercial where he takes a basketball. He's standing in the middle of the court, right? He takes a basketball. He throws the basketball into the air. And it hits a helicopter that has Kanye West inside the helicopter. And then the helicopter falls. It crashes in the middle of the basketball court. A Nike sign then catches flame. And then there's a brief monologue about being immortalized. I'm going to play the commercial, but I want you to hear the audio. I'm just going to play the audio of the commercial because I don't know what type of copyright laws that YouTube is on right now, but a commercial
should be fair use. It's a commercial. It's public domain. I'm simply reacting to it. But all in all, I'm going to play this. All right. I'm going to play the audio for y'all. Now, the basketball has a timer on it. The basketball is counting down. Basketball turns into a bomb pretty much.
I didn't ask you. So I should in.
Black Mama doesn't end. Heroes come and go,
But legends are forever.
Black Mamba doesn't end. Heroes come and go, but legends are forever. Huh. You know, doing my research, come to find out that these celebrities, one of the things that they're promised when they sell their souls to Satan, to Lucifer, one of the things that they're promised is to be immortalized. They promise to be immortalized. You got Biggie Smalls with life after death. That's what Satan tells these people. That listen, you will be immortalized forever. You will always be known here on this earth. Because you got to understand, a lot of these Satanists are atheistic in their beliefs when it comes to the afterlife. They believe in the Most High because they know that that's their adversaries. They believe in Satan because that's who they follow. But when it comes to the afterlife, they believe that there's nothing that exists after this. All right? That's what these Satanists believe. They believe that everything that's done here on this earth is all they got. They believe that life is tedious and short. And at the end of days, at the end of a man, when he's passed on to the next level, they truly believe that there's nothing there. So their whole goal is to be immortalized in this life. So these are the things that I believe personally that's going on here. Now I'm gonna play the rest of it. Y'all, that is just crazy. And it's also the infamous commercial, or cartoon rather, where Kobe Bryant dies in a helicopter crash. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is just too much of a coincidence. This man dies in a helicopter crash. He has a cartoon that comes out where he dies in a helicopter crash. He has a Nike commercial where he throws a basketball, hits Kanye West in a helicopter, it crashes down and explodes. And then there's a monologue about being immortalized. Legends living forever. Listen, let's go to the scriptures real quick. I'm going to point out something to y'all. John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Ladies and gentlemen, Christ was telling the synagogue of Satan that they were liars. He was saying that you can't believe a damn thing that comes out of their mouths whatsoever. Everything they speak of is a damn lie. Listen, the same people Christ was talking to was the Illuminati bloodline. It was the synagogue of Satan. It was the same people who control Hollywood. It's the same people who control all your mainstream media outlets, brothers and sisters. The exact same bloodline. Viacom. Yeah, we calling them right out. We calling the devil out right to their face. The same people who control Hollywood is the same people Christ was saying were liars. That means you can't believe a damn thing you see on TV. You can't believe nothing you see on TV whatsoever. Now, I'm going to go to another clip. I'm going to go to Chadwick Boseman. Right? I want y'all to listen to this interview Chadwick Boseman did. And it was at CinemaCon. It was at CinemaCon where he did this interview. And I want y'all to just listen.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and those guys were very, very helpful and during this process.
It's been pretty crazy for you. And I don't know if you know this, but you also broke the internet this morning with another film, Avengers Endgame.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Did I scare you?
I haven't even looked at my phone. What are you talking about?
But people are like ready to see this movie. They're buying the tickets. It's nuts. I mean, how does that feel to know that they love this film so much?
It's great, but I'm dead. So I can't answer any questions about that.
Oh, okay. So
What?
you don't want to give us a spoiler or anything like that.
I'm dead.
What about Black Panther 2? Anything?
I'm dead.
No, we're not ready for you to be dead, Chadwick.
I am. I'm dead.
Brothers and sisters, Chadwick Boseman just said he's dead. Now, I seen the Avengers Endgame, brothers and sisters. In case those are wondering, like maybe he's talking about he died in the film. He didn't die in that film. Matter of fact, he was at the end of the movie there at the funeral. The only person who died in the film was Iron Man. Iron Man died in that movie. So, like, what is it? Let me replay this. Y'all.
I mean, how does that feel to know that they love this film so much?
It's great, but I'm dead. So I can't answer any questions about that.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to give us a spoiler or anything like that.
I'm dead.
What about Black Panther 2? Anything?
I'm dead.
No, we're not ready for you to be dead, Chadwick.
I am. I'm dead.
Dude, it is something very ominous about that, brothers and sisters. There's something very ominous about this man saying he's dead like that. Now, he died of a colon cancer, from my understanding. Forgive me if I'm wrong. And he wanted to go secretly. I can believe that a person will want to go secretly and don't want their information publicized about their pending sickness or their pending death, rather, and not really put that information out there. I can understand that wholeheartedly. If I was terminally ill, I would probably go in private as well. But for this man to get on camera and say, I'm dead, in such a manner, is strange, to say the least. He did not die in that movie. Iron Man died at the end of the Avengers Endgame. The Black Panther was at the funeral. So this is weird to me. It's very strange. And I think the plot is a little bit deeper than one would imagine. All right, let me put this into perspective. There's a show that's coming on Amazon Prime. This show is called Utopia. On this show, certain individuals within the show, they have a purpose that's already predestined to even die for the so-called powers that be, which in the show, the powers that be is a mad scientist, pretty much. So could it be that some of these people are really dying, but they're so heavily involved in the occult and the satanic system that they know that they're going to die, and they're willing to be sacrifices for mass deception, to play a purpose, to play a role in the earth? Do they actually feel like they're fulfilling their purpose? I mean, could it be that sinister? Could it be that dark and sinister? Because this right here is crazy. This man just said, I'm dead. She's like, we don't want you to be dead. It's good, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Shortly after he dies. I mean, could this be coincidence? I mean, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? I think it's a little bit more than a coincidence. Let's play that clip one more time. Because that's just strange right there.
In this process.
It's been pretty crazy for you. And I don't know if you know this, but you also broke the internet this morning with another film, Avengers Endgame.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Did I scare you?
I haven't even looked at my phone. What are you talking about?
But people are like ready to see this movie. They're buying the tickets. It's nuts. I mean, how does that feel to know that they love this film so much?
It's great, but I'm dead. So I can't answer any questions about that.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to give us a spoiler or anything like that?
I'm dead.
What about Black Panther 2? Anything?
I'm dead.
We're not ready for you.
Look, he didn't die in Black Panther. He didn't die in the Black Panther movie. So what is he talking about, y'all? In Black Panther, Killmonger died. Matter of fact, Killmonger, he killed Black Panther, but you know, the witches and magicians, the sorcerers, they brought him back to life. But he didn't die in Black Panther. He did not die in the Avengers Endgame. What is he talking about? Why is this man just saying I'm dead like that? Do anybody think this is strange? This is crazy.
You need to be dead, Chadwick.
I am. I'm dead.
I don't know, man. Even if I'm terminally ill, I'm not going to just... I mean, I would have to be psychologically disturbed to get on camera and say I'm dead in that way. If I'm really dying. You know, it's strange, y'all. It's strange to say the least. But you know what? You know what my theory is? This is my theory right here. My theory is that these witches and these magicians and these sorcerers, they are gaining some sort of spiritual power over the people every time they deceive us. Think about the timing of all of this. Every time we believe them, if they can get us to believe what they are saying, regardless of how big or how small the lie is, if they can get us to believe it, they can move forward in pushing more propaganda. They can push, I mean, it just has to be that. Let's go to the scriptures. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 11. And for the cause, God shall send them strong delusion that they shall believe a lie. Now it says for this cause. It's talking about because people don't love the truth. That's what the scripture is saying. Because people don't love the truth, the Most High God will give them strong delusion. He will allow them to believe a lie. Now, you live in a society right now where people don't want to believe what's true. You can tell them something that is the utter truth. You can point out logic to them. You can point out, listen, that this doesn't make sense. You can decipher the lies. You can tell them what it is. Straight up, give them facts and everything else. But people don't love the truth because the truth does not make you feel good. It does not make people feel good to believe that the Hollywood media, this satanic system, is actually lying about people's deaths, that this Hollywood satanic industry is lying about what's happening to people in various countries, health-wise and everything above. People don't want to believe that. That's hard to believe. Well, why would they do that? Because there's an agenda. It's about control. You're dealing with some real control freaks. I know a lot of us, we deal with narcissistic family members and maybe have been in relationships that's narcissistic with narcissistic people. But these people who control Hollywood, these people who are in the Illuminati bloodlines, these people are the biggest control freaks you will ever come in contact with. They want to know everything about you. They want to know what hours you sleep, what you eat, what you think. They want to read your retinal through these phones. They want to know everything. They want to control every facet of your existence. In order to do that, they have to create predictive programming in order to curve public's opinion, in order to implement society's changes. It's the real deal, man. You can call it conspiracy all you want, but if it ain't adding up, it ain't adding up. Let's go to some more scriptures here. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying and wonders. With signs, lying, and wonders. Listen, when you go to the movie theaters and you sitting there in front of the big screen and you got your popcorn, you got your juju beans, you got your soda, you sitting there, you kicking it, you chilling. You seeing all these images that are signs and wonders. And they're implementing lies and agendas at the same time. You seeing it all right then and there. When you seeing the end of the world, when you seeing these post-apocalyptic movies, when you seeing all these pandemic movies, all these movies about viruses, you seeing signs and wonders. Look how much Hollywood's production have accelerated. Just look at it. Like, look at some of these movies, the graphics, the details. Do you think the prophets of old would have ever imagined though that being in a box on a screen, something that is not physically there? Like, that is beyond a sign and a wonder that you could take a box in your house and see all these images. Like, think how deep the television is itself. You know, there's an interesting channel on YouTube that I'm about to start doing reactions to. I'm going to do a reaction video to. I'm going to do this reaction video on Patreon. All right. But I'm going to shout them out right here and now. Now, shout out to Industry Hoax. It's a channel called Industry Hoax. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. This brother got some compelling information in regards to some of these celebrities faking their deaths. He's got some compelling information about certain artists and musicians. And I mean, it's compelling to the point where I can see that he really did his research. He studied. He definitely have done some real journalistic work. All right. And it got my eyes open to some things that I was already questioning, but I'm really looking at it and I'm like, man, this makes a lot of sense. They lie about every damn thing else. Are these celebrities faking their deaths? Like, are they literally faking their deaths? Man. Let's go to the scriptures. Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 6. They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying, the Lord saith, and the Lord have not sent them. And they have made others to hope that they will confirm the word. Yeah. They have seen vanities and lying divination. Hollywood is lying divination. That's exactly what it is. It's lying divination. That saith the Lord. But they want to appear like God-like figures. They want you to endorse all your energy into them. They want you to look at them as idols and God-like figures. But these people are vain because they don't even believe in an afterlife. They believe that they got to immortalize themselves here on earth. I mean, and there's a lot of these artists. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, you got Jimi Hendrix. He predicted the year he was going to die within a song. Is that coincidence? Tupac had a song where he was talking about, you know, that basically it was going to end in 1996. Is that a coincidence? Are these people faking their death? There's so many grave details that were left out anytime one of these celebrities died. You even had the XX Temptation dude talking about, you know, he's alive, but he's dead. Although if you put that in a proper context, he was speaking about, you know, he was heartbroken, so he felt alive, but he's dead. But the way he said it, I don't know. One can analyze. I don't believe nothing these celebrities say. Listen, Cardi B just got exposed for having a secret child and lying about her age. They lie about everything. These actors are always acting. They're always acting, y'all. They lie about everything. They lie about their age. They lie about their relationships. Some of their relationships are just straight up staged. Like, it's not real. Y'all remember that fight with the baby and some dude in a shopping mall? It was staged. Where in the history of niggerdom have you seen two brothers recording themselves while they fighting each other? It's staged. It's like it's fake, brothers and sisters. All of it is fake. Somebody said Tupac be speaking the real, though. Hey, listen, anybody that I listened to, anybody that was I would say, an influence on my walking journey, I take the meat and I spit out the bones. I extract information from individuals. I don't idolize anybody. I can always look at somebody from a non-biased standpoint. It doesn't matter, yeah, Pac said some real stuff, but everything he did, I didn't agree with. Everything he said, I didn't agree with. I don't idolize nobody. You understand? So, I know somebody said something about Pac out here. Yeah, I'm not disrespecting. Listen, let me make this clear. I'm not disrespecting none of these alleged dead people. I'm not disrespecting none of them. But what I am saying is the media lying to us? Are these people involved in some type of ritual? Is their purpose to deceive the people? Are they gaining spiritual power just from deceiving us, making us believe that they died and they didn't? I mean, what y'all think? The Project of 11 says a certain amount of accountability. You know that the spiritual battle wasn't in self per se. I could see demons in people, ESP at the climax in that time. It was who I am and who I am versus those. That's an interesting comment. Candace Love says anybody with sense can tell the fake drama from the real. Tupac did his share of Satan's work too. All of them are partakers. Absolutely. I agree. Yeah, Patrick says you hitting a dartboard. Thanks, fam. Yeah. Gene Caldwell says Freemasons loves false flag staging. Absolutely. And this industry hoax guy on YouTube, he actually brung out a crisis actor that was on the news on Tupac's rape case. When he had his rape case, there was a crisis actor that was there. And allegedly, they found her, and I'm saying allegedly, they found her on Family Feud 20 years later. She's on Family Feud and all kind of other stuff. That could be coincidence. It could be somebody who looks a whole lot like her. But listen, the Sandy Hook shooting, when that was uncovered, there were so many characters that's still walking around to this day that you can find on news broadcasts. I mean, listen, the TV, Hollywood, mainstream media is all a trick and a trap. I was sitting here thinking the other day, and I was thinking about life. How would life be if there was no movie theaters, there was no television, if Hollywood never existed and everybody just was living? Everything else was made, weapons, high-rise buildings, jobs, everything, but you just took TV out of the equation. How would people be? Where will we be in this world at this time? That's just a thought that I've been having. I've been having that thought, and I want y'all to kind of meditate on that one day, because you'll find out, if you think about that, you'll think about how much people are actually acclimated and conditioned to be a certain way. You'll see how much pop culture plays a role on everything. Yeah, for sure. Somebody said, wait, Cardi B got a secret child. Yeah. Yeah. Like all this information is coming out on these people, man. They are liars. They are liars. 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is an iniquity and idolatry, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord. He have also rejected thee from being a king. See? Now, everything that I just brought forth about these reptilian, satanic ass celebrities, right? A lot of people going to reject what I'm saying, and they're going to accept witchcraft. They're going to accept illusion. They're going to accept lies, and they're going to stay stubborn in their iniquities because of it. Because they have rejected the word of the Lord. The Most High is telling you that these people are damn liars. The only thing you could believe is this word. That's it. You rejected the Most High from being your king, but a lot of people are straight up idolaters. A lot of y'all are just fanboys of these people. Fanboys and fangirls. If I say something negative about Kobe Bryant, may possibly be in the Illuminati, he may possibly be satanic, people gonna look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm disrespecting that man. If that's how he lived, that's how he lived. Was he teaching us to honor the Lord? Was he teaching us to honor the Most High? Keep his law, statutes, and commandments? I don't think so. Were any of these celebrities who passed on, were they teaching us anything righteous? But we always idolize them. You see how they idolize Biggie Smalls in New York? We still talking about Biggie. We still talking about Biggie Smalls. Biggie only had 2 damn albums. Biggie had 2 albums. There are artists out here right now who are better than Biggie Smalls, and they got way more albums. But we're not talking about them. Biggie Smalls, the same one that said he wanted to quote unquote in a song that he had people who would rape kids and throw them over a bridge. That's Biggie Smalls that we idolize and worship. I'm telling you, turn towards the Most High. Stop believing these celebrities. You got Beyonce with the beehive, the whole beehives behind her. All these young little girls following behind Beyonce. She got a whole husband out here, but she's shaking and gyrating her naked ass on stage everywhere. Talking about all my single ladies. But she ain't single. She got a man. Beyonce, the same one who in a song said that she plugs her menstrual cycle with Bible paper. Telling you, man. Anybody who make it in that industry, I don't trust them at all. And I used to be so ambitious. I used to be so ambitious. I felt like I had the talent to be a mainstream artist. But those ambitions quickly died when I found out that there's a ceiling that you can reach before you got to be a part of these damn satanic weirdos. It's a such thing as being too ambitious. Seriously. It's a such thing as not being satisfied to a fault. Let's get it. Daniel chapter 2 verse 27. Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, the secret which the king have demanded cannot the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, the soothsayers show unto the king. So the Most High's people, they can see through all the divination, all the magic, all the soothsayers, all the liars, all the witches. They couldn't hold a torch to Daniel with his prophetic skills, with his ability to see, with his ability to discern. Discerning is a gift from the heavenly realm. To be able to look at something and critically analyze and use your logic and be able to really use your brain in this day and age is a gift. It's divine, because a lot of people are walking around here with their heads pretty much gone. They lost out here. Their heads ain't on no swivel. They can't think because of all this magic. It's interesting, man. There's a lot of things that we got to look into. Yeah, Gene Caldwell brought out the fact that a lot of these people are transgender too. That's another thing. That's another thing. You know, you don't know what the hell you looking at. I seen Rihanna drop the clothing line the other day. She had a commercial for her clothing line. I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. I didn't know what was a man. I didn't know what the hell a woman was. I was just like, what the hell? What is this on TV? Commercial come on. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I couldn't tell you what was what. I didn't know who was in the dress. I didn't know what was going on. It just looked like Sodom and Gomorrah on that commercial. And you had ASAP Rocky on there too. You had ASAP Rocky, the Tulip, on there. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Let's see. Evolve says confusion is of the devil. Absolutely. The Most High come to bring order. The Most High is not the author of confusion. Broken Robot says a man has an Adam apple and woman don't. That's how you tell. Hey, listen. It looks so crazy. I didn't even really want to look at the screen to try to decipher what was what. I can just tell something wasn't right. It didn't even resonate with my... And listen, some of these people probably having the Adam's apple taken out, man. You know, it's a lot going on in the world. They got technology right now where they can take the guts out of a woman. They can take her sexual organs out, put it in a man, and then he can have a baby out his behind. That's what's going on right now. So look, you just don't know. You just don't know. And then listen, and then they acclimated a lot of you brothers to be conditioned to take certain things and accept certain things. Like when they start showing all these women with all these fake body parts, all this plastic that they got on them, all these fake body parts, listen, that tricked you because now you don't know what the hell you looking at. I'm telling you. That's why I tell all you brothers, get you a natural woman. Listen, I'm not even attracted to the synthetics, man. Some of these women out here, man, you brothers might as well be dealing with sex dolls, man. You got to get you a real woman. Real. Everything real. Hair real, eyes real, skin real, everything. Somebody said a stallion is a male horse. It is. Stallion is a male horse. And I'm not saying that maybe the stallion is a man. Maybe she don't know that because you know down south they call a stallion, you know, a thick woman. So, you know, at the end of the day, you don't know what the hell you're looking at. We're talking about liars. I'm going to go back to that scripture again. In John chapter 8, verse 44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. There is no truth in them. They control Hollywood. There is no truth in them. They control the media. There is no truth in them. They control the CDC, the FDA, and everything above. There is no truth in them. They are liars. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. These people are the father of lies. You don't know what they specialize in magic. They specialize in sorcery. They specialize in tricking you, tricking the public's eyes, thinking you're seeing one thing, but you're not really seeing that. Is George Floyd even dead? Is he even, did we watch this man get choked to death on camera. Is that what we seen? Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. You know why? Because they're liars. And I'm gonna tell you, anytime you're dealing with a person who lie all the damn time, you already know they're a liar. So when they lie to you, when they're talking to you, when they're bringing something out to you, you typically don't stress or worry about what they're saying. They can't really provoke any emotion out of you. It's like when 2020 started, the whole world was in mourning because of what they showed us on TV. We don't even know what to believe when we're watching TV. It's entertainment. We don't know what to believe. So if that liar is constantly lying, shouldn't we be like, you know what? Oh, that's just lying ass Tyrone. You know what I mean? We ain't, we don't know. It could be true. May or may not be true. If your name Tyrone, no disrespect. But that's how it is. It's like, who said that? Oh, Tyrone said that? Oh man, that's lying ass Tyrone. You know how he be coming on them damn lies. It could be true, could be false. That is literally how I'm looking at TV. I don't care what comes on the news. They can tell me another country blew the hell up. Y'all see this map behind me? They can tell me one of these continents is on fire right now. The whole thing just blew up. And I'll be like, we might have to fly over that joint. we might have, hey, look, we might have to get in a plane, fly over there and make sure there's some smoke coming up. Because this could be some Hollywood stuff. They lied about everything, man. I'm telling you now. Somebody said they lied on Osama and Hussein. I believe they did. Yep. Hakai says they love deception. Absolutely. Somebody said George Floyd is not dead. That's a 33 degree Mason. They the father of lies. I wouldn't doubt it. Somebody said the media people broadcasting look very unusual, spooky. They do. They do, don't they? When you're watching the news, some of these people just look reptilian. And they don't have no kind of emotion. It's like they have no soul. You know when you watch the news and they're giving you the news and they're just sitting in the same spot, like very still. And they're like, so in today's news, 25 people were killed, brutally murdered. It's hard to even say that without having some type of emotion. Because words, when they project, they give you emotion. Your words come from your spirit, from your soul. So when you're speaking, there's life that comes out of these words. How do they announce the news the way they do with no emotion? Like some of them don't even be blinking, bro. Like who are these? What are these people? What are they? What are we looking at? Are we looking at humans? Y'all gonna say New Breed crazy today. What if I told y'all I'm believing that some of them are robots? Straight up. I think some of them are robots. I don't doubt for a second that they don't have technology to have real human like robots. I just don't doubt it. I'm telling you. I seen a dentist robot. That thing looked creepy, man. It was a robot that dentists use to, teach their students and whatnot. I'm telling you, they got some lifelike stuff out there. They're not going to tell you everything that they got. They're not going to show you everything. I'm telling y'all, man, I don't believe nothing I see on TV. You tell me somebody died, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It'd be so many closed caskets and it'd be so much strange stuff. Oh, that person was cremated. So how we know they gone? I'm telling you, man, I ain't believing them. They are of their father. They're a liar. Straight up. Don Parker says in China, they saying they already have robots cooking in McDonald's. I believe it. This artificial intelligence, that's a threat right there. If y'all on this live stream, man, y'all make sure y'all mash the thumbs up button, y'all. Somebody said, New Breed, you're a gift. Thank you, sir. They have technology for reptilian, mammals and robots. They have the tech. I believe it. And then I believe some of these people are just soulless. Some of them are humans, but they sold their souls and they're just completely emotionless. They don't have no spirit. It's like there's nothing there. You look in the eyes, nothing. You see nothing. Blankness. And I'm beginning to see and I'm talking about, this is not race specific. This is not race specific what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, I see people in my community. They have this very vain, smug, disassociated look. And it's like, I don't see a spirit in you. I don't see a soul in you. They just look detached. It's like they just go outside every day and it's almost like life is social media for them. It's like all the pictures they post on social media, they're pretty much their fictional life is now existing in the streets. The line have disappeared. Because listen, when you're on social media, when you're on Instagram, Facebook, and what have you, you showing your best image of yourself, right? You having fun, you doing all this. Now I see people walking around who living like they in a social media website, but the eyes don't lie. The expressions and the way they carry themselves, they may seem to be happy, but the eyes are detached. The eyes are dissociated. It's like this, they've taken over. AI is taking over in way more than one form. Mary Stewart says, I had a dream they were putting people who sold their soul just past the point of death, reviving them, but giving them some type of demonic injection in their hearts. Pure sorcery. Man, that's interesting, because in Freemasonry, one of the rituals are going inside of a casket. Going inside of a casket, closing a casket door, saying some type of prayer or whatnot, and then opening the casket back. It signifies some type of rebirth. Signifies some type of rebirth. These people are satanic. Watch these music videos. These people are bathing in blood. They're getting baptized in blood in a lot of these music videos. It's a reason why they get baptized in blood. These people are demonic, man. You know, we're supposed to be getting baptized in water. They're getting baptized in blood. They're liars and they're murderers. Yeah, somebody said Eminem did it. Even Eminem, he don't look, this man, his mannerisms aren't the same. He don't look the same. Could that even be the same Eminem? Because don't y'all know it was reported years ago that Eminem died in a car crash? I bet a lot of y'all probably didn't know that. I'm telling you, they sell you an image. They sell you an image. And I'm not saying everything I'm saying here is factual. That's why the title has a question mark. I'm just questioning. That's all. I'm questioning. As far as I'm concerned, I still have the legal right to have an opinion. And I went to my sources to prove, what my thoughts are. Melanie says, look what happened to them. They only hurt themselves. I learned that they really don't matter, and they can't do anything to the Most High's children. That's real talk. They just got the rest of the world brainwashed. Y'all forgive me for any background noise. They out there trimming the hedges and things of that nature. Night 144 says, so we could be getting into cloning at that point. B.O.B. came out about the cloning center. It's all real. They can call us conspiracy theories all they want. I used to have a closed mind to all of this, y'all. Y'all seen my gradual change. Y'all seen how I've gradually opened up to some of the things that y'all have been contacting me about. I have to do fervent research on things before I start speaking on it. But listen, one thing for sure and two things for certain, I don't lack common sense. And I'm not trying to claim I'm the wisest, brightest, most intelligent brother in the world, but I'll tell you this, common sense, I'm not lacking that. If you could sit here and have a man talking about I'm dead and then he dies, you know, common sense kind of makes me question that. If I see Kobe Bryant, you know, in Nike commercials bringing down helicopters, and I see cartoons of him dying in a helicopter right before his death, you know, I mean, common sense would be like, damn, I got to question that. I can't ignore that. You know? That's all I'm saying. So when you talk about clones, at first I'm like, man, y'all remember back in the day, for those who've been following the channel for a long time, people would be asking me about clones. They like, Breed, you believe in clones? I'm like, bruh, clones though? I'm like, this is what I said, quote unquote. I said, so you believe that they can raise a whole clone, teach him how to rap, teach him how to sing, teach him how to dance, and mimic another person. I just don't believe they had that technology. That's what I said 2 years ago. Now I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. They probably can raise an embryo overnight. I don't doubt nothing. Listen, science fiction ain't science fiction no more. The truth is stranger than fiction. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm really about to really start studying this stuff. And also, like on my Patreon account, I'm gonna do a video reacting to some of this stuff. Because some of it I think is malarkey. Some of it I do believe is nonsense. I think people be reaching sometimes. When people do videos like this, and they like, you know, the number 5, and then, you know, he died on October 24th, and then on the 24th day of August, that's when McDonald's came out with the McDouble, and then on that day, it cost 24-cent tax, and like, no. That's when I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm not gonna lie, I can't follow that. But when it's just a blatant, just outright common sense, logical type of question, I'm gonna ask it. Somebody said sound just like them. Yeah, that's how they be. That's exactly how they be. I'm like, come on, dude. You reaching over there, bro. So you telling me because the McDonald's sandwich had 24-cent tax that day, and he died on the 24th, and it was 24 people on the streets. Like, come on, dude. Like, I'm just not, nah. Come on, man. Now, don't get it twisted. Number coding is real. Number coding is real. Freemasons operate in numerology a whole lot. They take numerology very, very seriously. But I do believe that some of these people online are doing the numerology a disservice because they're not avid studiers of it. Let me just make that clear. Because it is real. The Masons, when they doing rituals and all of that kind of stuff, they are looking at the moon, looking at the stars, looking at timing, all of that. They do that in their rituals. But some of what these dudes are doing it a disservice. Somebody says Gematria plays a big part in events that happen. I'm not sure what that is, but that is something I'm going to research. I keep hearing that name, Gematria. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, somebody said the numerology is real, but some people are distorting it. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Somebody said, New Breed, I need to listen to the Draconian video, please. It's on Patreon. You have to go to Patreon to get that one. Hopefully this video can stay. Hopefully this one can stay. If you don't follow me on Patreon, y'all go ahead and show y'all support. You can get access to exclusive content for as little as $3 a month, brothers and sisters. But you are allowed to set your own tiers. but you can get access for as little as $3. You'll get access to some great content. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is newbreed404. I'm going to start making posts a lot more on Instagram, but I want to get more people on there before I do so. Also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, because somehow, some way, people are talking about they're getting unsubscribed. I noticed that, my numbers have stayed around the same. In the heat of the night, people are getting knocked out. So just make sure you're actually subscribed. Turn all your post notifications on as well, so you can get videos as they're being uploaded. If y'all like this video, this live stream, y'all had a good time in here, definitely share this. As well, I want to also say this, for those who complain about the ads, let me just put this out here. If you turn your notifications on my live streams and you actually catch me streaming live, you do not have to worry about ads because you're watching it live. But if my video is able to monetize, you will see some ads. You're going to see ads there. All right. This work here takes a lot of extensive research, time, effort, and energy. And listen, they're going to have ads. So thank y'all for watching, man. It's always an honor and a pleasure to build with y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. With that being said, shalom and peace.